Didn't realize I was growing a beard again. Hello and welcome to A1 Vacuum and Sewing's live stream for Thursday, August 13th. It is another mid-90s day, beautiful day in Reno. Hello, doctor.
Hand me my tools, my scalpel, please. Hand me my double curved scissors, please.
You're glad she's not operating on you.
My tools.
Hand me my tools, sir.
Oh my God.
I grew up with a dad who was not a very handy guy, and I called him Uncle Rick, who was one of my father's best friends, who was an Amway millionaire, which is like crazy.
Do you ladies remember Amway?
Amway's still around. They're still big. They're still out there.
You never hear anything about Amway.
It's been a long time since I've seen a garage full of product, but this guy had been massively successful in Amway. Kind of a strange dude. Talked super fast. He was a successful orthodontist prior to his Amway success. But my first job was working for Uncle Rick. And Uncle Rick, like, as he progressed in life, did things like, so was my uncle. He was an Amway millionaire. Isn't that crazy? So anyways, he owned all kinds of stuff. He had like all this like property everywhere, and he owned stuff like he'd invest in the weirdest businesses, kind of like buying a sewing and vacuum store. He bought like an RV storage facility and maintenance garage and stuff like that. So like the reality is he hired me to basically hang out with him for a summer. Like sometimes I'd get dropped off at work and he'd be like, Patrick, we got a busy day. He talked super fast and super gruff. And then we'd get in the truck and we'd drive for like 2.5 hours into the middle of Amish country, and we'd pull over at a country store
and get a cookie.
And he'd buy these raisin cookies and he'd be like, these are the best raisin cookies in Pennsylvania. And then we'd drive home and like 4 hours would have gone by.
I want an Uncle Rick.
But I actually busted ass for him a lot of times too, because he'd do stuff like we'd show up at his RV storage facility, which by the way was where he stored his product. So he had two literal trailers, like 18-wheeler trailers that he kept product in, right? And like one day we'd show up and he would go in and drink coffee with the guys in the shop and leave me, and he'd be like, he'd open the back of the trailers and he'd be like, all right, so we're going to take all the dog food out of this trailer and we're going to move it into that trailer, and we're going to take all the laundry detergent out of that trailer and we're going to move it into this trailer. And then like 3 weeks later we'd go back and I'd do the exact opposite. He'd be like, we're going to move all the dog food out of this trailer and move it back to that trailer. It was kind of a funny summer. But one day, I'm going to get to the point here, he asked me to to grease the hub bearings on one of his trailers. And this wasn't one of the big 18-wheel trailers. This was like a landscape trailer. And so he comes outside with the necessary tools, and then he goes back inside. Well, every time he went back inside and he started talking to the guys that worked in the garage, like I wouldn't see him for an hour. And I had worked on my bikes forever. And so I basically changed I basically changed out the bearings and re-greased the hub bearings before he came back out. And so when he walked back out, he's like, hey, all right, I'm going to sit down and show you how to do this. And I was like, well, I've already done it. I was probably 14 at the time. And he's like, what do you mean you've already done it? And I was like, well, I know what hubs look like. I know how to change hub bearings. And this is a much bigger hub than what's on my bicycle, but I do this on my bicycle. And then I showed him what I'd done, and I showed him the finished product, and he was like floored. He's like, oh my God, you did it right. He's like, Mulligan, I don't know how you learned how to do this, because your dad was the kind of guy, if I asked him for a wrench, he'd hand me a screwdriver. And so that's the kind of, like, that'd be her surgery.
I know.
Give me a wrench.
I know what a wrench is, and I know what a screwdriver is. I
always bring it back full circle.
Yeah.
At least I try.
There you go. There's your Patrick
there's your Patrick
story
Mulligan
for the day.
Story of the day. Fireside chat. Uncle Rick. He I should tell him the praying mantis story.
That we'll save that for next time.
We'll save that one.
Well,
for next
Patrick
time.
could just go on and on. You could just like
praying mantises are scary.
Yes.
They are scary.
We had one at the front of the store the other day. So, okay, we talked to, well, number one, I think all this, that if you ordered your baby lock upgrade with the bundle, that's all ordered.
Everything has been
Everything's been ordered.
But we are in the middle of launch season. So our questions for the distributors, this morning were what's shipping, what's not shipping, like what is the status of shipping. And so what was answered was it appears that all the upgrades are shipping and actively shipping. So I haven't gotten shipping notifications on that stuff yet, but in the next week or so, we'll start getting all of that stuff. They have all of it. We did hear...
What about the playbooks? I think the playbooks, too, they had them all.
We did hear that the playbooks were all there, so the playbooks were all actively shipping. And, I mean, you've got to understand that as these companies launch this stuff, all their dealers in the countries are ordering it. So they're shipping in the order in which they received our order, so they're coming. But it does sound like... they are provisioning the sashing hoops.
That magnetic hoop.
The magnetic hoops. Overtly, I'm not that concerned about that because we've ordered in numbers that I feel like they should be able to deliver. I think, some dealers order 250 of these things. And so in those scenarios, they don't ship all of them. But as we get shipping notification, we'll let you know what's going on. We should have an answer on the fabric mats, meaning I asked today, are you guys actively shipping the fabric mats and are all the fabric mats in stock? And the answer was, we're going to let you know. So, so we should have a more definitive answer on that tomorrow.
So I don't think they're in stock, the magnetic hoops.
It sounds like they're somewhat in stock at Brother. It doesn't sound like the baby lock ones.
No,
we don't know.
Our brother rep
said they were being provisioned.
Yeah, the magnetic hoops, you're going to be waiting on a little bit longer, whether it's Brother or baby lock.
And we may get them like 5 here, 4 here, stuff like that.
So those we'll give you your upgrades first, and then as the magnetic hoops come in, we'll be giving those to you. We're not going to make you wait for them all to come in.
Yeah, and
we'll get them out as they come into you. Yeah. What else?
So, shop is looking pretty good on the service front. Like multiple updates just because we're having positive days, meaning more machines are going out. Like yesterday, the guys at the end of the day were like, it was an amazing day in service. They weren't interrupted too much. They got a lot done. And so we will, I think our messaging's still going to be about 2 weeks, but I think we may be catching up even on 2 weeks. But I would tell you, take advantage of it while it's there.
Yes. We owe calls to a couple of you. So we'll be calling you Miss Robin. We'll be calling you Miss Celeste. We'll be calling, and like I said, you can always call us, give us a call back if you haven't gotten a call.
I had a list of 6 people to call yesterday, and I called 5 of them. So we're trying to catch up on that as well.
Oh, Day at the Fair should be here today. So I'll let you know, and I'll be shipping that stuff out. If you ordered stuff from the Jubilee, that stuff I think is all in. We'll be calling you today just to get payment and to get you your stuff. And then what was there? Oh, we're doing Kimberbell Club this weekend. So if you have not picked up your tote and your onesie, come and get it. And if you need embroidery designs, email me. I think I sent them out to most of you, but you never know. I might have forgotten. So just email me. I'm just emailing those out. What kind of Scan Cut Playbook?
No, she's saying what about Scan and Cut Playbook? As we said earlier, it appears that those are all actively shipping.
Yeah, so we didn't officially get our shipping confirmation, but our rep said that they have them and that they are sending them out.
They're all shipping.
But they're allocating them right now, and all the dealers from all over the country have just done all their orders. It
takes a while.
It takes a little bit of time. Hi, Miss Kathleen. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Anything else?
She's good morning, good morning, good morning. Oh, Amway. Good morning, good morning, good morning.
I just got, if you still need it, I've got a really exciting product to tell you about. Haven't received it.
Prepare to be amazed.
Prepare, and then I'll have the sheet, and I'll just pull it up. And it'll be a bolt of fabric. That's what we're talking about, though. I just ordered the most incredible fabric that I'm so excited about getting. It's because I call my distributors and I always go, what's hot? What's hot? Tell me what's hot. What's flying off the shelves? What is so exciting that you're so excited about us getting? And then so there's this new fabric out, and it's antimicrobial. Can you explain that?
Do I need to?
You would for me.
Yeah, so it kills stuff like bacteria.
Yes, so
whether or not it works on the virus, we aren't going to claim.
Well, and it's chlorine activated, and now you don't have to pour chlorine on it, and it won't fade. Like, you just put some in the wash with it, and it activates the antimicrobial.
Well, and there's chlorine in most of your water.
It's breathable, so if you're wearing masks that it's hard to breathe in, and you only need one layer. This is everything they told me about it. I was like, oh, wow. So it was like one of those. So I
wish you were one of my customers.
Because I get why?
Because you'd be like
that's how I am. So I ordered a bolt just to try it out, but it's making me think that it's hot there, Melinda. It's making me think that maybe we need more. I just got a bolt of the black, and we'll check it out and see how it is. So I wanted to let you know I do have more elastic in because people are still. Inch. Yeah, I got the 1/8 inch because
which I've been wearing much more successfully for like weeks. Like when I transitioned to the 1/8 inch, it was a lot better. My ears aren't as sore.
I've got black and I've got white. And so if you need more elastic and you want 1/8 inch, now I have it. And Daily Deal, let's just talk about the Daily Deal. We're doing a revisit because I've had lots of people ask for it.
Somebody asked me yesterday about this.
It was Ruth. I think it was Ruth.
Okay.
So tea towels. So we're doing these again. And all I put on there, because it took me a while to fill everyone's order, is what we have in stock. So, and I just saw that they have the black and white because I know a lot of people wanted that, but I don't have it in stock. So if there's other colors that you want, shoot me an email. And but I'm just going to show you what we have in stock right now. We've got the blue. Oh my God.
You have no idea what it's like in my household right now.
We had World War III in the house yesterday.
There wasn't World War III in the house. It was just there were two of the allies were infighting. I wasn't involved.
He was Switzerland. Okay. So green, pastel, turquoise. Do you mind grabbing me stitched out one? The two that. Pink. This is primary plaid. Red. Come on,
If
I
you're
know
gonna
you
do a
started.
technique too, I don't
We
know
are.
if
I
can
know we
cover all
started
these.
our Christmas. Okay, Patrick says I have to go faster. Turquoise. Did we already do pink?
Yes, she does.
Brown. Brown. Oh, geez. Okay, and then we have, I have this black and white trim. And then we have our buffalo plaid. Taupe, which will be perfect. Fall's coming. Pink. This will be perfect for your holiday stuff. Gray. I love this. You could do all your Kimberbells on these. They're so cute. Pink. And then we have this one, which I call it our Halloween one. Okay, so these are the ones I think that we have on it. These are some that are stitched out. I mean, come on, they're so cute. And there's the towels are so nice. They don't shrink up. You can stitch before or after. This is one of the ones Shauna stitched out, Long Island iced tea. And then these are all from Penny Kitchen. I love these. Which way do I have to turn? There we go. Okay, so tea towels are on there. They're all 20% off. Go ahead and order them. And if there's ones that sell out that you still want, just send me an email. As long as you're okay with waiting a little bit. I mean, as long as you're okay with that. I'm trying to get you your stuff. All right. Are we
Do you
doing?
really want them to like email for orders?
Yeah, because I just saw the black plaid bottoms, and I was like, oh, I didn't know they were back in stock. I'm gonna order those.
Okay.
Yes. Just email me. Okay. Michelle and I are gonna show you some new upgrades on the Luminaire and Solaris.
Can you hear us now?
We have to shout.
Yeah,
one
you
of,
guys got to talk louder,
One
I
of
think.
my kids' friends said that was about. It's like so funny. All right, so you've got category 15. So this is brand new.
And one of the things that Jeannie loves
So we have to turn like and talk.
is
that way.
that this category has some in the.
So
some
this is
edge to
category 15, and it's a new folder on the Luminaire. Now they're talking about the Luminaire because that's what we have in the shop.
edge. Same
we
on
haven't
the-
we haven't gotten our.
We haven't
Solaris
gotten the
yet.
Solaris yet, although our
I'm
Solaris
likely to
has
think-
arrived today.
Oh yeah, we're getting.
So
it
we're
today,
getting the
ladies.
Solaris 2 today. But so yeah, so this is new on the Luminaire.
Sorry about that.
So one of the things that Jeannie noticed and loved is that there are edge-to-edge quilting designs on this.
So look
section.
at that. Isn't that gorgeous? Wouldn't you love to edge your whole quilt with that? And you can blow this
And
design
they can.
up and
It's-
down. This is right now we have it for
10.
the biggest tube.
Yeah.
And then I mean you can have it in size. So just think about you could stretch it, you can widen it. So it's coming built in with those edge to edge stitches.
Here's another one. That one's kind of cute.
Isn't that adorable?
And here's Jeannie's favorite, the hexagon here.
So now you have some hexagonal I love this folder because there's a lot of quilting stuff in here because I know a lot of people come in here. I do that custom quilting class. I don't seem to be able to hold this straight. I do this custom quilting class and I've told them we can do a combination of using the fills and using quilting designs. So if you have a hexagonal pattern, now there's some hexagonal quilting patterns. They have,
Look this way when you talk.
here's another design. So you could blow that up and down, put it into one of your quilting squares. Here's corner designs. So now you have some corner designs that you could put in.
So
You've got
Karen,
some
Karen,
sashing designs.
the upgrade will have the new designs and new categories. Once again, what we're showing you is on the Luminaire because that's what we have. We'll do the same for the Solaris 2 once they're in the store. So I'm getting 2 of them today. But yeah, the upgrade will essentially make the original machines
Look at that one.
mechanically and software identical to the new machines.
Yeah, so if you wanted to go ahead and quilt your quilt and use embroidery designs, look at the gorgeous designs that you can use to do all of that. Here, look at this one. Here's a corner. Oh, I blew it up. Here's a corner. There's a corner one. We did something like this when we did that and Eat a Good Pillow. So now you have this gorgeous corner
These
design.
are some gorgeous designs.
Aren't these beautiful?
Yeah.
So I have to be honest. I don't use a ton of my built-in designs, but when I saw this folder, I got so excited because I've been doing a lot of quilting in the hoop. So I love that these are right here, and you can just use these and blow them up and shape them and make them fit your quilt. I think Michelle's gonna show you some exciting stuff in our quilting folder in our auto quilt sashing.
So Jeannie's the actual quilter here. I'm not really a quilter. I'm the technology girl. So what I love is in the auto quilt sashing, look at, there's that hexagon. And the machine will do all the work for me. I just have to rehoop the fabric. So we have 5 new designs that are hexagon shaped. And we also have 5 new designs that are combo of colors. They're 2 colors mixed in with them.
Look at that. I mean, I've been using a lot of my auto quilt split sashing, and now to have designs where you're gonna have 2 different colors at once, I mean, that'll add so much pizzazz. Maybe you do something just on whole cloth and it's not really busy, and now you can add this amazing border.
Yeah, I think there's some great things in
Yeah.
it. I'm very excited.
So these are going to be 2 color designs.
So now the
okay?
grapes are actually purple, and you can make the leaves green. So instead of everything being 1 color, you get 2 colors there.
Let's go to Q1.
Q1, you got more too.
Yeah, if you're just straight up doing auto quilt split sashing, the machine came with I think 10 designs. They added another 5 with the first upgrade, and now with the second upgrade, they added this bottom row, and they're gorgeous. Isn't that so pretty? I'm sorry if this because I'm holding it, so if it's moving a little bit. So these are going to be all new auto quilt split sashing. If anyone's done the boardwalk quilt, I'm going to do a video because I'm going to do the auto split quilt sashing, and I'll have a whole demo on that entire quilt. But that's your little teaser for today. I think Brother's calling it, and Baby Lock is calling it quilt embroidery, because they're really trying to make this machine something that you can use to do your embroidery and do your quilting, which is, I think, absolutely amazing.
And when the magnetic hoops come in, actually rehooping is kind of a thing of the past. You just kind of slide it on the rail.
Well,
which will be nice.
For those of you who have looked at the machines, we've been talking about this for a couple of years now, that this is really where the industry is going, to multifunction embroidery machines for quilting. You know, now there's that term for it, quilt embroidery, but that's really why you're seeing the larger format machines, more powerful motors. It's so that you can transition that larger quilting experience to the machines.
Yeah, when this machine came out, I was like, 10.5 by 16 inch hoop. I never do embroideries that big. Now all I keep thinking is, make it bigger. Give me bigger. Give me a bigger hoop that I can give me a 20 by 20.
Well, what was it? Was it a king size quilt that Sophia Wages did?
I don't know. She did something big.
Sophia Wages was telling us it was either a king size or a queen quilt that she did everything from sashing to the entire quilt on the machine. And the only reason we knew about it was the quilt store in Susanville called us and was like, "Oh my God, have you seen the quilt that Sophia did on the machine?" And then we promised that we would come up and do a demo on the machine for them,
Put it
and we
on the
just
list.
have not had time.
Yeah, yeah.
So at some point this fall, we'll try to make it to Susanville to demo that for you ladies. But it's really incredible what the machines will do.
I agree, Betty.
Yes, they're so dreamy. It's pretty exciting.
And Karen, the answer to your question is yes. The upgrade will have, if you have a Luminaire 1 first version, then this upgrade will bring yours up to the level of the XP2.
Yeah, and the Solaris.
Solaris, same
They'll
thing.
get that too. So that's your little teaser, your little show and tell of some of this stuff. That stuff they didn't even mention. We've just been like looking around
Yeah.
and finding stuff, and I think that
There's
folder is
almost
super exciting.
too much to mention at one time because it would be overwhelming. But there's some really very, very nice features in this
Yeah.
upgrade.
Tomorrow we'll show you a little bit more, and be creative, make something awesome.
Tomorrow's Scan Cut.
Oh my God!
Yeah.
Okay, so this is something new. So Shauna and Michelle are gonna be doing every Friday. They're gonna
every other Friday.
every other
I think that's
Friday.
What you determined is every other Friday. We
Whatever
don't care.
works.
We don't care.
Every other Friday, they're going to be showing you something amazing on the Scan and Cut that's going to make you fall in love with it over and over again, or make you want to get it. So, I mean, we're going to talk about something that you can do on the Scan and Cut that I'm so excited about.
We might actually turn Jeannie into a Scan and Cut quilter.
I'm excited. So, because I'm doing a pattern right now, and it's like hundreds of 1.5 inch squares.
Oh yeah, the Scan and Cut would love to do that for you.
Hundreds of them. And I was just thinking about it, looking at my pattern book and going, oh my God.
You know, it has to be that one project that tips you over the edge, that makes you want to try it a different way.
Yeah, that makes me go through, I'm like going to go through the pain of learning something new to make something so much easier. Later on. Sometimes I'm resistant to learning.
So tomorrow, actually, Shauna and I are actually going to use one of the built-in quilt designs that's on the Scan and Cut, and we are going to cut fabric on the new fabric mat. We're going to draw the lines for the seam allowance because I can't follow a 1/4 inch seam allowance. You guys know that if you've been in any one of my classes. And we are going to sew a quilt block together in live tomorrow.
Yeah. So we'll see you tomorrow. It's going to be super exciting. Make sure that you're there and have a great day.
Tomorrow is Shauna's birthday.
Oh, yeah. Tomorrow is Shauna's birthday. I think she's going to be 19 again. So we'll see you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow. Bye, everyone.
You got to give it a set before you hit end.
Why?